Memories with Meg. Meg!
It has been snowing like crazy all day. I took this picture like an hour ago. It's already snowed like a foot more than that. I left this morning, come back an hour later, there's 3 inches of snow in my yard. Anyway, it reminds me of the time I was in high school. I'm a junior, and the same thing happens. It's just this huge snowstorm comes out of nowhere, it dumps like 2 feet of snow on us. Now at this point I'm 16, I'm kind of between cars because I just sold my truck and I hadn't found a new one to buy yet. I was driving a loaner. This loaner car is not the normal kind of car that I would drive. It was an SUV, which I drive an SUV, but it was a bigger, kind of bulkier SUV, and it had traction, but not in the form of 4-wheel drive. It had all-wheel drive, which is not as good as 4-wheel drive in my opinion. So anyway, back to my story. I'm driving this loaner car. It's not mine. It belongs to a car dealership that I'm just borrowing it from the car dealership until I can find my own car. And I'm going home after school, and there's a roundabout on the way from school to my house. Roundabouts are not complex to work. You go down, when you get into the roundabout, you slow down a little. If there's a car coming, you stop. After that car goes, you go, right? Not hard to work. Apparently, in the snow, they're impossible. So I'm driving home with all these 8,000 other high school kids that have just gotten out with me. We're entering the roundabout, and everybody's doing okay in the snow. Not great, but they're doing okay. I myself drive fabulously in the snow because my father took it upon himself to teach me not to be an idiot. So I'm driving, I'm entering the roundabout. I slow down way before I get there, as you should. It's snowy, it's slick. I look to my left, see if there's anybody coming. There is, so I stop. Then, suddenly... You kidding me? I've got a friend in the car with me, right? Gave a ride sometimes. We're both sitting there and we go, crap! So I am raging mad. I rip open my car door and I storm out of my car. I'm pretty sure in my mind I had some kind of delusion of me ripping out the person that hit me and giving them a sound beating on the hood of their car. And as I'm storming back, who gets out of the car that just hit me? None other than one of my very best friends. Who gets out of her car, runs up to me, and gives me the biggest hug. Tears, sobbing, it all. Just hugs me. I'm so glad I hit you and not a stranger! And in my mind I'm thinking, why are you glad that you hit me? I'm about to kill you! Anyway, I pry her off of me, we go out to assess the damage, and it's actually not that bad. The car that I was driving had a trailer hitch, and the hitch actually did the most damage to her car, which ended up just being her license plate, and her license plate looked something like... So this is how a license plate is supposed to look, and it was more like this. We decided to just drive away without calling the cops, and that it would all just be fine. The moral of this story is to learn how to drive in the snow. It's not scary, you just have to drive slowly. Just don't be dumb.